I'm Kelly.
And I'm Randy.
And we're Wandered to Lost. And in tonight's episode, we're going to tell you about all the mistakes that we made camping this weekend.
Thanks for watching, and we'll be right back.
So we didn't have reservations this week to go anywhere, but we really wanted to get out. And so Randy had a great idea, because he's done it before, to do a first serve at a campground. So go ahead and tell everybody your wonderful story of going on Friday morning to the campground and leaving in the middle of the night to go get a spot.
It wasn't the middle of the night.
Felt like it.
We ended up going to Riverbend campground in Linn County. It's mainly reservations, but they have maybe 10, 12 first come, first served campsites. And they have a board, and maybe, you know, this is similar in other states, and you can go there in advance and look to see when people are potentially checking out. So I went up Wednesday and saw that there were 4 people leaving Friday morning, checking out Friday morning, so I knew we had the opportunity to possibly get one of 4 spots. And I know that, well, the weather was really hot in the valley here, like it was today, and I knew that everybody was wanting to be getting out, so I wanted to get there early, so I ended up leaving. I ended up waking up at like 4 in the morning and leaving shortly thereafter and showing up to the campgrounds at like 5:15, and was the first person to get there. And so I pretty much knew that we were going to get at least, you know, get our pick of this any spot that came up, and somebody showed up 15 minutes after I did, and then maybe an hour after that, a third person, and I don't know, by 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, there was 5 people, and there were really only 4 spots. So anyhow, we got a spot. We got a great spot.
But we have to pack on Thursday night. We have to do the Thursday night shuffle to bring the trailer around to the house, and then to plug it in, to fill it, to be ready. I go to work Friday morning. I walked in the house Friday night, and I turned around and walked back out, and I didn't realize that I forgot my makeup bag. So I've already posted it, and I've heard a lot of people say you don't need your makeup, but I had my meds in there. I had my brush in there. So you're not going to see a lot of pictures of me this weekend.
She just took some strawberries and like rubbed them on her cheeks, and
No, I just put a hat on my head and just kept it there all weekend. So.
hats are good.
Yeah, I love my hats.
Yeah, hats are good. So it was nice. Yeah, it was kind of a little bit rushed. I mean, I didn't get our spot until like 10 o'clock. So if I got there at 5, that means I was there for 5 hours until the people left, and I officially got to pay, and we got our spot, and then I drove back to the house, which was, you know, an hour, you know, roughly. I mean, I think it's a little bit less than an hour, and but you know, it ended up being a great spot. But the thing about packing on Thursday night and not having a reservation is there's kind of
I think it was stressful.
little sense of rush, and so we ended up forgetting quite a bit of stuff, actually.
Starting to feel
not
the
just your
mosquitoes.
not just your makeup bag, but
oh, what was it? The tortillas for our tacos.
Yeah, so
the Caesar dressing
we
for
were
our.
we were gonna have tacos
For
lunch, and we didn't have any taco shells.
So we had
So we ended up doing taco salad.
Mm-hmm.
We were gonna have Caesar salad with the grilled chicken for dinner. We didn't have the dressing. And then also, Kelly packs like a lot of food, but they were all like snack stuff. So
Or appetizer type foods that I could actually make platters and things with.
well, we didn't have any of that though.
We had the crackers. And I told you, if I went through everything in there, there was popcorn and there were things in there. But yes, so now we know that we need to pack, like a box of rice-a-roni in case we do that again and forget. So you've got to have that.
Definitely have to have some kind of backup, and that's something that you guys can post in the comments is, do you leave food, let's say non-perishable food, in your rig? So when you pack up, if you forget something, if you forget a major component of your meal planning, do you have a backup? So let us know in the comments below. We're thinking of having maybe having one of our boxes that we bring that we transfer out to the trailer that has like stuff like that, that non-perishable food that we have in case we forget something.
So I read somebody post that food gets hotter in the truck that they bring to you to the store.
So what was the magical theme, the campsite theme for the weekend?
So, as a party planner, I believe that you can bring your parties to the woods. And so all I'm trying to do is just give a tiny bit of inspiration. And if you feel inspired, I've done my job. So it is July. What happens in July? Christmas in July.
Where did that term come from, Christmas in July?
No,
Is it a Hallmark Channel thing?
I think that...
It's been doing it's since before then, right?
Yes. So anyhow, I chose to bring a little bit of Christmas to the woods, and I think I did a good job because I'm trying to keep with some natural, and then I did bring some, a little bit of magic and a little bit of, the gold tones. So it was a lot of fun setting up, and that's what brings me joy.
Our campsite was pretty awesome. It was nice and level. Had a nice concrete pad that the picnic table was sitting on. So we put our pop-up canopy on that, and then had our awning out. Oh yeah, and then we got the sun walls.
Yes, those are new.
We got the sun walls to add some privacy. This campground, you'll see, has quite a bit of distance between the spaces. It's a Linn County campground, not a state campground, or a Forest Service, or a Forest Service campground. And but there was a little bit of space looking out to the road, and when people walk by, it's hard not to look at them and look into people's campsites. So we got these sun walls for our pop-up shade, and it worked out really nice.
I like them.
Yeah.
You had to make them fit and kind of to adjust, but I think that
they weren't
that was good.
Yeah, they aren't exactly the right size for our canopy that we have.
They were a Coleman.
No, they're Coleman.
Oh.
Our canopy is a Coleman canopy.
Oh.
It's just a different model from what these are designed for. And as a matter of fact, I don't even think they make sun walls for our particular canopy, but people on Amazon said that they would fit, and they didn't really fit.
But they were.
We had to use twine, and of course Kelly has her craft supply, so
I'm set.
yeah. So we used twine to extend the little bungee connectors to the.
We got the new lighting above, so now when we go, we'll have our canopy, we'll have the walls, and then now we also have some lights that we've just kind of recycled. They were a great gift, and we just hadn't used them for our patio.
Yeah, those worked out really well. So then we had utilized the grill. We actually cooked on the grill exclusively, didn't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, we did.
Yeah, we didn't even cook a single thing in the trailer at all. So yeah, that's working out really well. I know a lot of people cook on just a griddle. for everything, but I don't think I prefer having like burgers and hot dogs and brats and stuff like that on a griddle. I think I prefer to have them on the grill.
Well, because you did brats on Friday night.
Yeah.
We did the taco meat on Saturday, and
Did it on the griddle.
the griddle, and we did chicken
On the grill.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it was awesome. Had a nice fire. They had a nice fire pit that was actually connected to the concrete pad. So, really super nice campground. The only thing that's lacking is it doesn't have full hookups. So we had to use the dump station.
So while I sit and enjoy my morning coffee with my I Love Santa mug, Randy takes his walks.
Yeah, they had a nice loop. It's actually almost like a complete horseshoe. It's called Riverbend for a reason. So the park is tucked in this whole entire horseshoe that I don't know how long it is exactly, maybe a half a mile, maybe 3/4 of a mile. So there's a path that walks all around the river, and then you can continue the path around the rest of the campground. And it was 1.25 miles. But it was a nice path. Some benches to sit down and take in the view, and they have that ladder. So there's a place where the kids put in upriver, and they put in their floaties up there, and then they float like a 20-30 minute float down to that gravel beach where all the families hang out down there, and the kids
Well, we saw it, so we
end up there.
when he came back, we just hung out, and then we knew it was time to go take a walk with me. So there's some stairs that take you all the way down to the river, and that's where you'll start to see all the families set up. And so, yeah, it would be great to just, bring a chair just to sit in because it's not very deep at all. So
Not right there.
it's an area where you could let your children just back and forth,
Yeah.
float, get up. So this trip we learned a lot, and I am now going to have a piece of paper. I thought about the Google Keep, but I think I like the paper better, and I'm going to check off everything. As I'm sitting in the truck, I'm going to turn around and make sure that my makeup bag is there for my meds.
Makeup bag, meds, an itemized recipe ingredient list for each meal.
Sure.
It's as simple as that.
Since
I
you
think.
cook, that's perfect.
Okay, I'll handle that part.
So what kind of meals do you guys like to cook? Let us know, because I'm not a grill master like Randy, but I can bake. I made this great little mousse just with my whisk. It was a lot of fun. It was this chocolate godiva. So I don't mind, doing mini party planning, but give me some recipes that you think I'd like.
Something that we noticed when we were leaving the campsite was a creaking and a groaning noise. And
That wasn't me. Even though I'm old.
and so yeah, we're like pulling out of the campground, and it's going crazy. And then we get to the dump, and I figure it's just because it seems like your trailer kind of settles in when you first hook up. And then we left the dump, and we started pulling out of the campground, and the noise was still there. So I was kind of concerned. I didn't want to just not do anything about hearing a noise. So I completely disconnected the truck and rehooked it up, and we drove away, and it was still doing it. Come to find out, after troubleshooting, it was our friction.
Sway bars?
No, it wasn't the weight distribution bars. It was the friction sway controller. And so, I don't know if it hasn't done it since. This is our 5th trip, and so, and I tightened it about the same as I always tighten it. So, do those things get dirty? Do you have to clean them? Is there maintenance you got to do to them? So, I don't really think we really need it, but it's just nice to have. And so let me know, post in the comments below if you have one of those sway controllers and there are ways to do some preventative maintenance to make them not groan and creak.
So we've got some great reservations in the future. So no more getting up at 4 a.m. for now. We've got a RV park up by the river. We've got Sisters, Oregon. We've got the coast coming up. And guess what? We just became members to Harvest Host. So we're excited here in Oregon that we can go to some vineyards and some wineries, and on a Saturday night we can just pack up once we call and we find out that we can get in. But we're excited to get a few of those Harvest Hosts down for you guys too. So stay tuned.
Great wineries within 1 hour driving distance from us, and it would be wonderful to test out some boondocking camping just for one night and maybe enjoy some wine tasting that day or the following morning.
So if you like what you've seen, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like, and follow us on our journey. We are off on the weekends. We are weekend warriors, and so we're out to just go explore, and we want you to come with us.
Thanks for watching. We really appreciate all of our subscribers. We're actually officially over 100 subscribers, right? Crazy.
And we're going to start doing some giveaway, guys. We're going to start getting some made in Oregon things for you. So come on, jump on board. We know you love Oregon, and I'd love to send you some things too.
Take care. See you on the road. It's awesome, huh? You look cute, though. You look tan.
It's fake.